Boys, we're doing part 3. Let's do this. 2 battles, 2 wins, same team, same dubs. Let's do this. Trainer's been found. That's so quick. Vayli. I think that's how you say it. If that's not how you say it, comment it down below. Anyway, oh, it's the one that won Vancouver. That's fun. So, I think we might be taking a little bit of an L here. That's Power Herb, Expanding Force, Lunala, Booster Energy, Tailwind, Roaring Moon, and Landorus. It doesn't even really matter what the Landorus is. It is what it is. In theory, and yeah, theories are good. That whole game theory dude, like, made a career out of it. In theory, Trick Room should work. There are going to be a few Pokemon on their team that are naturally faster than me. But if I set up Trick Room, there's a great number of Pokemon on their team that I'm likely to outspeed. I am slightly concerned about the Urshifu, but I'm happy to be a little bit reckless about this and let it just go untouched. Boom. I didn't forget the overlay this time either. I'm actually goated right now. Holy. Lunala and E.I.D.I.L are the leads. Incin and Farigiraf are my goats for the front. From here, to me, the easiest play is just Parting Shot out. Parting Shot Lunala and probably Trick Room. I'm almost tempted to see if they do Trick Room for me. If I don't Terrasilize here, I'll get hit with a Meteor Beam though. Double check. I'm pretty sure that wasn't Psychic Seed, was it? No, it's not. Could be Safety Goggles, doesn't really matter if it's not Psychic Seed. I'll Terra Parting Shot, and I guess I'll... If I unset Trick Room, I'm going to be a bit concerned. I'll pop a Hyper Voice to try and set up. I don't want to commit to a defensive play where it might not really achieve me anything. Especially noting that they really can't do tons unless they want to go Expanding Force off rip, which isn't really a logical play. Cool, follow me, that's kind of what we expected. Meteor Beam. Best case scenario here is that they hit like the 5% miss, and that'd be fabulous, but I'm not gonna bet on it. Especially since I'm gonna tank this hit very well. Cool. They hit the Power Herb. Meteor Beam, sorry, that's what it's called. I think that's max roll, which I'm completely okay with, since that means I get my berry sooner than I normally would. Hyper Voice goes off. That's going to do solid damage to E.I.D.I.L. Yeah, that's not bad. Getting the boost is important just to prevent knockoff late game. Parting Shot. That's a free pivot into Miraidon. From there, E.I.D.I.L is going to have some incentives, to say it nicely, because Miraidon's going to hit the field. They're going to lose terrain. If they care about terrain specifically, then they'll try to switch E.I.D.I.L out. If they're going to switch E.I.D.I.L out, it's going to be... If they're going to switch E.I.D.I.L, it's going to be to probably to the Ogerpon or the Landorus. In which case, it is never safe to click Electro Drift. Which means I could click Draco into the Lunala to try and make a prediction. If they follow me, I take E.I.D.I.L. I set up Trick Room, pivot to... Okay, I'm seeing the idea. Okay, here's the plan. I'm going to Draco Meteor into the Lunala slot. And I'm going to set Trick Room. My hope is that they're either switching or follow me. Basically, if they do anything, I'm probably getting something good. By setting Trick Room here, I should be able to just pivot into basically any of my Pokemon at this point and get solid position. This will do good damage. That's like 50%. Holy, I'm pretty sure I do similar damage on the next one as well. It is a shame that Miraidon's not going to be amazing in Trick Room, but it doesn't have to be. Since the plan is always to pivot out and... actually, if I pivot instant, I'm going to lose it, aren't I? Because they can just go for... Do I need Miraidon? Is Miraidon actually giving me anything in the long-term win cons? Probably. Actually, is it though? Is it though? Think about it. Is it though? Probably not. I'm going to Draco into Lunala, and I can Hyper Voice, but I'm going to Psychic. They withdraw Lunala. That's really interesting, if I'm being real, since I'm not letting... like, that's going to do really solid damage into Landorus. As long as they hit the Sandsphere Storm, I'm, like, guaranteed great position. So now I'm gonna bring Iron Hands to the field, who doesn't need the electric terrain to be effective, especially in a situation like this. I can Fake Out into Landorus and Hyper Voice. Well, actually what I can do is I can Fake Out into Ogerpon, accept the risk of a Spiky Shield, which is the most likely play, if I'm being real. Yeah. But I can guarantee that I get... that, in theory, I'd be getting good damage into Landorus if they don't protect. I'm okay with this. It's not great, but I'm okay with it. The real tragedy is that this is going to take like 80 years to sit through. Cool, let's do this. Back to the game. From here, I've got a turn of terrain. I'm going to Close Combat, Hyper Voice again. The Fake Out just says I want to maximize my tools. Let's make something happen. From here, I want to devastate them. I do not want them... I want to annihilate them. They've lost their Power Herb setup. So if I can take double KOs here, I can probably... as long as... well, okay. Let's go through the win con. If I take the double KO here and then find a way to take Lunala, or put myself in a position where I have enough offense without, why am I struggling so hard to say the words? Basically, I need to take a double KO here. That is the most relevant part. Core Drive wears off, it's unfortunate, but it's not a big deal. They're terrestrializing. I don't know if that's a good play, since I know I'm going to outspeed both. Like, they're throwing away the terrestrialization for this, since I know Close Combat's picking up at least 40-50%, and I imagine the Hyper Voice is picking up the KO. Like, this is going to do good damage. Yeah, that's more than enough. If I'm taking a no resistance KO, yeah. It sucks I didn't get a double knockout, but from here, Landorus cannot take hits, E.I.D.I.L cannot take hits, and as long as I protect my key pieces, I will win. I need to figure out how much time I have in Trick Room. E.I.D.I.L is no longer particularly threatening anymore. I can't Fake Out, and I won't be able to Fake Out for the rest of the game. So I don't want to rely on Fake Out being my play. How much time do you have in Trick Room? Last turn of Trick Room. I'll pivot Instant to the field and Hyper Voice, since in theory that should pick up KOs. Oh, that's a bad play. That's a really bad play, actually. I didn't think that through. If I knock out E.I.D.I.L here, I lose. Because Lunala's going to come down to the field for absolutely free, and I gain nothing for it. E.I.D.I.L is not threatening me. Yeah, if I clicked Psychic into Landorus, I would have been in a great position. Well, I would have been in at least playable position, where I could at least try to... yeah, that was really silly. Worst part is I don't have the... since I've already terrestrialized, I have to accept that I'm going to have to try and 1v1 a Landorus with Iron Hands in my best case scenario. I'm pretty sure my only win con is Knockoff, Protect. Also, I'm not switching Iron Hands in on the attacks. That's ridiculous. I need it to beat the lander is. I can't believe I did this to myself. That was really silly. Earth Power fails. Basically, it's gonna come down to, do I survive a single Moongeist beam? I'm pretty sure I don't. Oh, the Expanding Force. Why? Why would you do that? That's crazy. I tanked that. Which means I'm taking out Lunala this turn. This game's back on. They need to hit every Sandsear Storm. So if they don't hit, if they miss any Sandsear Storms, I win. Game's over. Whew. Good news is, even if they did hit both Sandsear Storms, I should be able to bring Iron Hands in, tank a single Earth Power, and try to pick them up in one hit with close combat. It's not likely, but it's totally possible. Woo! Hoo, 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 yippee! Woo! That's spooky. But we won. 3 games, 3 wins. Holy. I guess I'm gonna start the outro now, before we see the rating come up. Thank you for watching. Yeah. This should mark the last video in the first set of uploads. Since I'm planning to upload these every, like, about 2 to 3 a day, so this should mark the end of day 1, effectively. Like, there will be more videos associated with the first day of competition, but for the first day of uploads, this should be the last video. Anywho, 3 wins, 3 battles. We're doing great. We are ranked 246 in the world. That is certainly pretty good. Much better than I normally do. I think the goal for now is to reach top 200. Get a 1 on my screen. I want to see 199 as my biggest number. As more players start playing the tournament, my rank is naturally going to shift down. Especially overnight when a bunch of players get to play while I'm asleep. But more importantly, thank you for watching. I'm hoping to keep this performance up. It's the best I've done so far. Like, I've never had this solid of a start. It's very good. I'll keep parroting the wise words of a wise man. Even in defeat, I lose. And with that, I'll see ya.